All right, so one of the biggest questions that we get is what is the difference between your closing costs and your reserves? Now, your down payment is typically a percentage of the sales price, 5, 10, 15, 20. So what other cash do you need, especially if you have different things in your life for which you need to qualify? Other rental properties that you own, you have a house that's turning into a rental property, maybe you're doing a jumbo loan with 15% down or a jumbo loan period. Maybe it's a first and second mortgage. Maybe you had like a delinquency, like a short sale in your past. These are all reasons that you may need to have reserves when you qualify for a loan. So your closing costs are what are tallied up and spent at closing. Closing costs have 3 subsets here in California, Colorado, and Arizona. You have your title and escrow fees. Remember, escrow is that neutral third party that takes in documentation of money and sends out documentation of money. Your contract, when you execute it with your seller, agrees on what company you'll use and who's paying for what. So that's your title and escrow fees. Your loan fees are your underwriting, your processing, your credit report, anything that needs to be done to actually make your loan in place. It can be considered an appraisal fee, a condo fee, things that are reviewed and verified on your behalf, okay? The third subset of closing costs are the most expensive and the most variable, and that's what's called prepaid items. So recurring costs of home ownership you pay at closing. Taxes, insurance, interest, right? HOA dues. These are all things that you've got prorations of time, so as you go forward, it's in standard billing increments. So that's your closing costs, right? So again, 3 subsets: title and escrow fees, loan fees, and prepaid items. Your reserves are money left on hand after closing. You need to be able to access that reserves. So for example, if you work for the state of California, your retirement is in CalPERS, right? CalPERS you cannot access if you're still working for the state. Therefore, that money does not count. If it's a rollover IRA, if it's an account that is maybe your name and someone else's name, we're going to have to show that you can access that money, because again, the idea behind reserves is that money on hand after closing, that just in case, if something happens, I can pay my bills. It's anywhere from 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9, depending on the program. So your closing costs are indeed what are at the basis of the transaction when you close, when you purchase or refinance your property, and your reserves are the money on hand after closing. It doesn't go into any separate account. You simply prove that you have access to it, and then that money can be used. Hopefully that clears up any confusion y'all have. Let me know what I can do to help you or anyone else. It's Austin at Homeowners Financial. Make it a great day.